Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where I will crochet it forward in this video and show you how to make this super simple, super cute teddy bear applique. You can see here I've used the applique and I put it in the corner of a baby blanket. So yeah, that's a good way of using it. You can put it in the center, you can make a bunch of them and put them along, each corner. It's totally crocheter's choice, but it's so cute. Really quick, I just want to show you some variations of this pattern when I was coming up with it. So right here, the nose pops out a little bit. All I did was just do another row of 8 single crochets. And then I went into the pattern. That's totally up to you. Here's another one where it's just the regular pattern. And I outlined it a little bit to show the body more. Here's one where I just used smaller eyes. And then I crocheted the neck part. Here's another one. In case you don't have safety eyes, don't worry about it. You can make this applique just with regular yarn, and you can just make, 2 eyes just like that. And then here I just did the neckline. And then here I outlined it in black. It's just what look you're going for. And then I did a line for the eyes and then just a little V at the end to make it look like some eyelashes. Of course, you would sew that on with black yarn on whatever you're going to put that on. So let's get started. So for this project, you're going to need your chosen yarn for your applique. You're going to need some red embroidery thread. Some black yarn. This is a really thin one and it's shiny. I think it's like a number 3. You're going to need some scissors. You might need a stitch marker, a couple needles, a crochet hook. I'm using 3.25 millimeter. You can use a 3.5. You can even use a 3.75. It just depends how big you want your bear to be. And if you're going to use safety eyes, you'll need those as well. So we're going to start our bear with the nose. So go ahead and grab your black yarn. You can also use pink yarn if you want. And make your magic circle the way you do. This is how I make mine. We're going to make 8 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to pull that center strand. We're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet, and we're going to go ahead and fasten off. Leave about a 6-inch tail because we're going to create the mouth with this tail. All right, so grab your main color, make a slip knot, and what we're going to do is make 8 single crochets in each of these stitches. So join 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 'It's hard to see the stitches even for me with all this lighting. 7 and 8. Slip to join to that first single crochet, so your nose should look something like that. The next row is going to be 2 extended half double crochets in each stitch. So what that is we're going to go in the same stitch, pull up a loop, we got a yarn over, go into the same stitch, pull up a loop, 3 on our hook, yarn over, pull through 1 for your extension, and then yarn over and pull through all of them for your half double crochet. Do that again, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 on our hook, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through all. One more time. This is extended half double crochet, 2 in each stitch. Yarn over, pull through 1 for your extension, yarn over, pull through all 3. So go ahead and make 2 extended half double crochets all the way to your ending, and I will meet you back. Alright, at the end of this round you should have 16 extended half double crochets. We are going to slip to join, and in this next round we're going to make extended double crochets, but we're going to make an alternate one first. An alternate chain 2, I mean. So what we're going to do is go into the same stitch, pull up a loop, and make a single crochet, chain 2. The repeat, now that is going to count as our first extended double crochet. Go into the same stitch, pull up a loop, 3 on our hook, yarn over, go through 1 loop for your extension, and then make your double crochet. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. The next stitch is only going to be 1 extended half double crochet, yarn over, go through 1, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Next stitch, 2 extended double crochets, yarn over, go through 1, 2, 2, and that's the repeat. 2 in one stitch, 1 in the next, repeat all the way until you get back here. Alright, so at the end of this round you should have 32 extended half double crochets. We are going to slip stitch to the top of that alternate chain 2 and bind off. I leave about an 8-inch sewing tail. Okay, and that's our head. Now go ahead and grab your needle and thread your long tail. Now what we're going to make is his smile. We're going to make the little line for his nose, and you can pick any stitch you want. I like to do where I fastened off. And you can make it any way you want. I'm just showing you how I made my bear. And I just went maybe a whole row down, and then I came across just a little bit over to the right side and then slanted. So I like the little smirk. And then from there I just did a little line on the left side like that. And now I'm going to show you how to just go ahead and fasten off pretty much the same way. This is going to be the same way for all the pieces of our bear. We're just going to make a couple knots. Being careful not to make it too tight, because you don't want it snugged in the front. And then with these two, I just, anytime I have tails close to each other, I tie it 3 times. It's a pretty secure knot. And there we have the mouth. So what makes this pattern simplified is you can make the nose, the hands, and the feet off of one single pattern, one circle, and it's one round. So go ahead and get a magic loop, how you make your magic loops, and we're going to make an alternate chain 2. Again, that's a single crochet and a chain 2. Now we're going to make, that's going to count as our first EDC, and now we're going to make 11 more for a total of 11 extended double crochets. Again, let's see, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 1 for your extension, and then make your double crochet. That's 3. I'm going to go ahead and finish up. I'll meet you back here. I have finished my 12 EDCs. I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch to the top of the alternate chain 2, and chain 1, and on these you'll probably want to leave 6 or 7 inch tail. Go ahead and close our circle super tight, and what I like to do is just take a smaller hook and work in that tail. To me, I find it on one-sided projects is just way easier than sewing sometimes, but if you want to sew, that's also fine too. And just grab a strand, and then it's the same as making a knot. Fasten off. So go ahead and make 5 more, and we're going to use 2 for the ears, 2 for the hands, and 2 for the feet. Also, I found that if you stretch these out a little bit after you make them, they'll lay flat. But right now we're just going to make our paws. So grab your black yarn. We're going to do this on 4 of them for our feet and hands. Super easy. I like to just pick 3 stitches. I'm going to use that as a guide, the center. But I'm going to come up here and leave enough so that you can tie your knot, and then just come up here just under the stitch. Then I'm going to do the middle stitch. And then do the other side. Just, try to make them as easy as possible. These pieces can be rustic. They don't have to be perfect. And then just turn it around. I like to just tie a knot. Not too tight. 3 works for me. And then just cut the excess. And there you have a paw. So go ahead and do that for 3 more of them. So once you've completed your details for your feet and your hands, we're going to set those aside. And now we're on to our final piece, our body. So go ahead and grab your yarn, make a slip stitch. And then we're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the second chain from your hook, we're going to make an alternate chain 2, which is a single crochet, chain 2. And then in each stitch, we're going to make an extended double crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and this is also is just I think 3 or 4 rows, and the next 2 we're going to increase on the ends only. So we're going to turn our work, make our extended double crochet, a single crochet, chain 2, and then also in that same stitch 1 EDC. We're going to make 1 EDC in each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in that last stitch we're going to make 2 EDCs. Now remember, this is the alternate chain 2, so you might want to turn that towards you and look for that top chain. You want to go right in the middle. So that's 7, 8. Turn your work and then make another row. We're going to repeat row 2. 2 EDCs in the first stitch, 1 EDC until you get to the last stitch, and the last stitch you're going to make 2 EDCs for a total of 10. All right, I just finished row 3, and you should have 10 EDCs. We're going to turn our work, and for our last row, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing for our first stitch and increase an alternate chain 2 plus an EDC for 2 stitches, 1 in the next 2 EDC, one half double crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to pick back up with our EDCs. 1 EDC in the next 2. 1. And then 2 EDCs in your last stitch. Oops. Okay, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to fasten off. And then turn your work. Decide what side you want for the front. I think I'm going to use that for the front. And then what I like to do is take my extra or my smaller crochet hook and work this end and try to curve it like right here. All right, for our last piece, for our bear, we're going to make a heart. You can make these hearts in any color. You can make them as small, as big as you want. I'm using embroidery thread. Excuse me. And I'm also using a 2.25 crochet hook. So to make this, it's super easy. And go ahead and make a magic circle the way you do. Okay, I like to chain 1 to secure. And now we're going to make 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. We're going to make 2 triple crochets. 1, 2. We're going to make 2 double crochets. 1, 2. We're going to make a triple. Oops. Okay, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to slip stitch. Now we're going to make 2 doubles. All we're doing is repeating going backwards for the other side. And then 2 triples. Chain 3, close our circle a little bit, and then slip stitch in the center of the circle. Then you want to cut your yarn, but leave enough for sewing. I say about 6 inches. It's a small heart, so you're not going to need that much. Take the smaller strand and close your circle heart. All right, now we have all the pieces to our bear. Super easy, super beginner friendly. I love it. That's what I love about this pattern. We have our ears, we have our paws for our hands, our paws for our feet, our heart. Now we just have to sew it up together. So what I'm going to do is the sewing part a little bit faster because I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to sew. And if I have any pointers, I'll go ahead and put them in text. So let's get to sewing. right, that's my tutorial for my sweet teddy bear applique. I want to thank everyone for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, share the video, tag somebody, and really subscribe. And together, let's continue to crochet it forward. Bye now.